There we go. So we're going to start with division, yeah?
Yeah, want to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just wait for Mr. Lee to come back.
Never fear, I am here. Oh my. I'm back.
Hello.
Yeah. Guess who's back? Back again.
Oh, well, what's going on? I thought I froze then. So, yeah, Lee, so we're going to start with division. Basically, because we've all been division, so Division 22. We'll start with forts to begin with. So we'll go forts first on everything, and then possibly something else, and then suggestions. So we'll start with the easiest one: parking. How would you rate the parking at division?
There was a big, wide. I was quite lucky because I got there first. So, but there was pretty much plenty of space. Just sling it in, drive in. It was a bit of a bitch to get down to, but and it's a bit of a pig to get your gear from the car to the actual like benches and stuff.
So I'll give you.
I'm lucky because I don't have tons and tons of gear. And unlike some of us, I followed the sign to the actual car park.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have a special entrance. We're fine.
Yeah, it's called the VW gun.
Yeah. No, but parking's fine. It's big enough for. Oh God, I mean.
It's big enough, but I think the key is to get there a little early.
Yeah.
To get guaranteed a decent parking space. Otherwise, it starts queuing up a bit further down into the lane as you come into it.
Yeah.
Not too far, but you know.
So you can get a good 40 cars easy, 50 possibly.
Yeah. If you park correctly, then you can get a good amount of cars in there.
Yeah. No, it's not bad. The only, for anyone who's watching is not actually aware, Division is now shut and closed from the 18th of May. It was its last game day. So, which is a shame because it's our local site. So, for Lee, it's literally around the corner. For ourselves, it's what, 25-minute drive?
Yeah, 25-minute drive, yeah.
So,
it's not too bad.
Because Mr. Phil lives...
pretty centralised.
Well, myself and Mr. Phil live pretty close to each other within 10-minute drive, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, no, parking's good. So next one, the main one which we care more about than anything else is safe zone. How would you rate the safe zone at Division?
I think the safe zone is good. It could be bigger. It could. You can utilise certain parts of it a little bit better, so you can get more players in. But all in all, it's decent, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got cover. There's plenty of benches to sit down. Plus, you've got, well, in the little cubicles, you've got your wooden bench around it. Plus, there's the wooden bench table type things as well. So, there is adequate seating area where you can sit down and stuff and put your gear down and whatever. Plus, we take our own tables, don't we? So,
yeah.
It's more convenient for us.
When you've got as much gear as we've got, and when there's eight of us, 6 of us, something stupid like that. It's a lot. I think
in comparison to some of the other sites that we've been to recently, it is a pretty basic setup. I think as well, like we were quite lucky when we went last. It wasn't a very busy day, but I think on a busy day, I think you'd struggle to find somewhere to set your gear up.
So I was there today. I was a photographer, and there were 65 people in attendance, and there was one bench free. So.
Yeah, I think I saw that near the Jeep. I think it was.
No, right at the very end, as you go towards.
Oh, right at the very end. I must have missed that one then.
Yeah, that one. But...
I think it could benefit from if whoever takes over it and whatever, if they do start it up again. I think if it had electric in the actual bays for people charging the batteries and stuff, I think it would benefit from that as well.
Yeah, there's not many places what do have electric on bays.
No, I think
I know of one.
Apart from the jail and skirmish that I've been to,
yeah,
I think they're the two that have actually had power.
Yeah, that's the only two I can think of as well, actually. As my thoughts on safe zone, the safe zone's fine. It's not the worst. Oh, you'll see one what's a lot worse. Both you. That's next month. It's basic in the word. There's borderline no safe zone. Site's amazing, but the safe zone's terrible. But so, what's your thoughts?
But you work with what you got.
That's it. So, your thoughts, Lee, on safe
It
zone?
does what you need it to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, it does what you need it to do. It's to a standard, you know, it's got all the necessary bits and pieces that you'd expect it to have. It's clean, it's tidy, you know. Yeah.
That is, it's not the best in the rain, I'll give you that. It feels very damp. Granted, you're on the woods, but it feels really damp when it's wet.
Yeah,
I
can understand that.
Yeah, pine leaves, whatever the hell they call them, needles.
Yeah, I think it's because of the foliage and stuff.
Yeah,
and the trees and whatever. It just makes it that a bit of extra dampness there, doesn't it? Apart from that, I think it's pretty decent.
So safe zones covered. We'll go with game sites then. I'll put a video down so you can see some of the game sites. But game sites, they have got a lot of game sites, and some of them are pretty decent size. To say it's not really a massive area. But your two's thoughts. What do you think of the game sites?
I'll go first on this one. I think the game sites are pretty decent. I think the corral, when you actually do the corral bit, I think it's a bit overkill with, you know, normal AGs. I think pistol or shotgun, that would be lovely for that, personally. But all the other side, the zone, sorry, I think they're actually pretty decent. They are really decent. They are. You get good cover in all of them you do, and in summer like we are now, and everything's growing again and stuff, you can actually go through quite a few of the zones on your hands and knees or crawling around and stuff, and probably go commando and stuff and get really stuck into it. You can.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that in winter, obviously, but, you know, each to their own if that's what they want to do. But in my opinion, I think the game zones are pretty good.
Yeah, I was there today, actually.
Not too far apart.
No, they're not. That's one good thing, actually. The walk from the safe
not too far
zone.
apart.
Because if you're going to the church, it's what, a 2-minute walk, 3-minute walk.
Yeah.
If you're going to
the helicopter one is the furthest away, but
helicopter
no
fields,
more than
yeah,
5 minutes.
Yeah, that's not even 5 minutes really. You got the tank field and the village, which are like 30 seconds from the safe zone.
Yeah, you walk out the actual safe zone. It's like 30 seconds up the path, and you're there.
Yeah, they do have the tyre field, which we've not been to for over a year now, isn't it? That site.
Yeah, I think last time I went to tyre field would have been in 2023.
I think I'm the same actually. It's numbers, so they don't use all the fields because they just don't have the numbers of people playing. So they have to use the smaller fields because they've got smaller attendance.
Yeah,
but I'd say helicopter fields.
Again,
yeah.
For me, because again, it was my first time at Division 22, and we were a small group overall, so I thought it worked really, really well. I really enjoyed the tank field, plenty of cover. You can obviously get inside the tanks. You can be around the tanks, outside the tanks. We specifically played vampires on that one, which there's a video up on the YouTube channel following Luke as the vampire. I thought that field was absolutely amazing. Like, not too big, but not too small. So you've got the opportunity to move about, change your cover. You've got eyes on left, right, and centre. I think overall it was a really, probably one of the strongest game areas that they've got. The second game, obviously, we spread out a little bit more. We did the weird number game where you built your team as you went along. And I got a chance to look at. It was like a castle complex.
Oh, the castle.
I don't think it was a castle.
Yeah, they call it the castle.
Yeah. Bit run down, you know. Looked like if you leant on it in the wrong direction, it would probably follow you. But overall, it gave me a bit of an opportunity to see a bit more of the site. So the village next to the tank field, obviously we'd been in the tank field, the castle. I think for me though, the favourite part of my day was definitely the church. Slightly bigger game area than the tank area, I felt. but it also gives you the opportunity to be a little bit more tactile, especially with the game style that we were playing on that particular one. Of the aim of the game was to get in the church.
Yeah.
Although friendly fire was definitely on, wasn't it, Phil?
Says you lot. I got some lovely bruises going off, and then if you can see it.
When everyone's dressed in green and your objective is to shoot the person in green in the church, you don't really stop to think for that second and say, "Oh, is that me?"
Yeah, no, I don't know. All right. But no, overall, like the 3 different areas that we played on that particular day, I really enjoyed it. I like a site that doesn't just rely on foliage to get it through the day.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a bit of cover. It's nice to have a bit of randomness. And also, especially for somebody like myself who's new to the site, it's also nice to be able to start to learn the points quite quickly. So knowing where you are on an airsoft site is probably one of the key things to enjoy in the day. Some of the sites I've been to in the past, they'll go, "Oh, we're going to start here," and you sort of go, "If I don't follow this group, I have no idea what you're talking about."
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I've been to that a few times. Where was it? Where did we go?
Phoenix is a bogger for it.
Oh, Phoenix. Phoenix is terrible for it. Oh, we're going to blah, 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 the missile silo. Where the hell is a missile silo? Trying to get information.
Because the map's that big.
Oh, they just look at you, guys, it's your turn. What you're going to do is you're gonna take on the GNT. It's a bit early in the morning for the GNT, mate. And I haven't bought any ice.
But you mentioned about your first day there, your first time at Division. Mine and Phil's first time at Division. That was memorable, we'll give you that.
Oh yeah, we went commando and everything in that day.
Yeah, we were crawling through the foliage a lot.
Crawling
through, throwing grenades. For anyone interested, this is like some of our very first YouTube videos. I think it's actually the first ones. We were literally on our bellies crawling through.
Yeah.
But
it was a good day.
It was.
It was a good day.
I'd say we've had some brilliant memories. In the rain, out the rain, in the sun, dying of heat stroke at Division. It's our home site for a reason. It was, and it's a shame it's now gone. So, just wish more people knew about it, really. But I can't think of anything else. What about anything else? Oh, toilet facilities. What do you think of toilet facilities? I should make a checklist of everything we need to ask.
Toilet facilities are a little questionable, in my opinion, but they're there for a function, and that's what they do, basically. You know, the function how they're supposed to. There is one other subject we can cover after we've done the toilets as well, if you like.
Yeah, go for it. Whatever you can think of, because my brain's...
Okay. I want Lee's opinion on the toilets first, though. So.
My opinion on the toilet. So there was definitely a pot in which to relieve yourself in. Just. I think the one thing
you didn't go number 2, did you?
No, I didn't, and that was part of the reason why I had to go. So I left quite early, because I was suffering a bit, and I just couldn't pull myself to utilise the number 2 pot.
And it was blaming that tuna sandwich.
Yeah, no. I think, just looking at the Fortabog as I walked in for my first number 1, I caught a glimpse of it and I just thought, what? No. Yeah, it wasn't for me. And then when the old stomach decided to start turning, I was like, no, it's definitely time to go home. I'd rather drive all the way home.
See, this is why I have a camping toilet. Because I've been to some sites and no.
So I think we can go.
Valuable lesson and some feedback for any new airsofters is take a shit before you leave.
I tried. That don't work for me. I don't normally go toilet until around 10. So, and if you're leaving at 7, 8 in the morning or earlier, it's a bit of a difficult one to go before, isn't it?
No. Big cups of coffee before you leave the house. You're guaranteed to need to go. That's top tip number 2.
Jesus Christ. I think the other thing we can touch on, what I was on about, is marshalling. And
yes,
for me, marshalling is down to numbers again.
it is.
Obviously, the more people that got there, the more marshals are around out in the field, and which makes it easier through the actual day. It does. But marshals that do actually do the jobs are really good, always fair and stuff. So, I can't say anything bad about that. So, but that's what I wanted to cover.
Yeah, agreed. Good reflection of the site as well. Like,
I will give you actually
a lot of marshals.
I will say this: being the photographer today gave me the opportunity to actually not play the game, but actually look around and see what the marshals were doing and what other people are doing, and it gives you a completely different perspective on how they run it. And there could be improvements, but I think because Division run on a sign up or walk on basis, it's very difficult to I presume for them to get the numbers of how many marshals are going to need, because I don't think they were expecting 65 people today, because their average is around 20-ish, 30. So 30 people, 2-3 marshals. Well, they did the best.
It was a closing day. Got a lot more numbers there. So
I had people coming up to me saying, "No, are you a marshal?" Blah blah. I'm not a marshal. I'm in a Royal Mail jacket. I've got a camera. I'm not a marshal. He's like, "Marshal, my gun's broke." Oh, that's fine. Come here. I know your gun works. Pass it me here, little kid. I'll fix your gun for you. Or Marshal, my iPro's broke. All right, no, that's fine. Come here now. I'll sort you out. I've been playing it a long time to know if your iPro's gone. Come here. A little boy, but I think it was a little Polish boy actually. 2 little Polish boys. Absolutely brilliant. Them two made me laugh when I saw them when they ran off and started shooting. I was like, yeah, go for it. But yeah, I had to fix his goggles because he had the fast helmet and his goggles clipped into the back, and the clip had popped out. So he's holding it like this, trying to hang on to it.
He's giving birth underneath my bed.
Go! Oh, for God's sake! Stupid. The cat's in labour. Give me a second.
What again?
Don't. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
I heard.
okay. Hopefully, it's still not recording.
He didn't say whether we were or we weren't. I suppose we better behave.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to behave.
I think he knows that his camera's not working yet.
I don't know, to be honest.
I felt like the last story was actually physically showing us how they were holding the
goggle side of it, yeah. That's going to be funny to look back on, and it's there's no thing is though, we can't see him, so can his camera see him?
It might be. I hope it does, or else it would just be me, you, and the EOS webcam utility instead.
Yeah, exactly. So something along those lines.
Sorry, go get the wife, sort it out.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, still recording. What have you been talking about?
Nothing.
You know what? My headphones, I can go all the way to my back garden, to my shed, and these still pick up. But I didn't have them on.
We kept it clean, so we're all right.
Kept it clean. I don't want to see no wiener pictures.
Yeah, one person's there for that.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, no, not big enough.
Wait a minute. Where is it? You know, because if anyone's not aware, we do have an eBay shop where we do sell some bits and bobs, and I 3D print crap. I'm saying that I keep a tape measure around because I have to measure parcels, because Royal Mail, even though the crap, I like to charge you for stuff for no reason.
Yeah, that won't fit through the letterbox. It's not going to fit through my letterbox.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, got a little mini tape measure somewhere. I don't know. Oh, it's here. It's right in front of me. Is that 7-inch?
We don't know. We can't see. Thank God.
Oh no, it's that big. There you go. That's 7-inch. Yeah, so
Where do
Marshall.
we get to? Marshalling.
Marshalling, yes.
Yes.
I think again, like we were in quite a small group. I don't know about anybody else, but me personally, right? I get to Airsoft. I'm very much aware that there's one golden rule, and that one golden rule is the rule of trust,
Yeah.
right? I think marshals should be there just to monitor the gameplay and be there for people's safety. It shouldn't matter how many marshals you've got, like as long as you've got a point of contact if something goes wrong, that's what they should be there for.
Yeah,
I agree with
Obviously,
that.
as we know, yeah, as we know, like you're never going to get to a site where there isn't somebody who feels the need to not call their shots for whatever reason that may be, pride, just general bell end. But you know, there's ways and means in which you can deal with cheat. But I suppose that's part of the reason why you have marshals.
Yeah.
I think obviously one of the things that we'll talk about in a bit when we get to Warzone, like the difference in marshalling that was required and the difference in the level of marshalling, they're two very different things. But then I'm going off the game day at Division 22 where there wasn't a lot of us. There didn't need to be a lot of marshals. And in fairness, you know, for me, if a marshal's polite, they don't look down their nose at you, they don't sort of play along with the unfairness, then and I'm all good with it. And I've got no issues with the marshal in Division 22.
No.
Yeah, agreed.
If we want to go to the Marshall thing, we can obviously cover that when we get to Skirmish and the jail and Phoenix. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll get to that when we get to them. So
Yeah.
but no, my thought on marshalling, I think there should be at least one more marshal for what you. I don't know, it's a weird one because the majority of the time they've got 2 or 3, and depends on the numbers. Yeah, and again, it depends on the game, the map, because some of the maps are pretty big. They're not massive.
You go to, isn't it?
It's like the helicopter field. That's a big map. That's a really big map. And if anyone, again, is, we can reference, it's the video where I'm playing with the BBs for Less sniper rifle. That's the video. And
Or is that the one with no hot pop?
yeah, that one. No, you got a BB gun with no hop unit.
Running around.
It was, you know what? It was really fun to play with, but it was so frustrating. It was unreal. I'm having to point like all the way up there, like 70 degrees, just to go in a straight stupid line. It's like, but it was fun. I'll give you that. But again, that's a big field, and you need marshals at the back, the middle, and at the very end because the teams, they're everywhere. But yeah, it's one of them. It really is. And again, it depends on numbers and map size. So, food facilities. We can go with that one. They used to do food. It was it Domino's Pizza?
Yeah, it was a small garlic bread size pizza. It was either cheese and tomato or pepperoni, I think it was.
Oh, look at Lee representing. You know, if we all get the all clear for tattoos, I think we should all have a TDA here.
I didn't realise I needed to get permission.
Oh no, the one on the person, the other one. You know
funny.
that person or the hat what's talking on the other screen? It's the hat.
That with the set of eyes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come back a bit, Phil. Come back a bit. We need to see your face. There we go.
There he is.
Yeah. Oh, there he
You don't
is.
see my ugly mush.
Yeah,
Come
we
on
do.
now,
We
just
need
get
to
a
see
poke.
it. No, they how much was it? It used to be £30, didn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
£30, and you got the pizza.
Yeah, at dinner time. Which was cool. Don't get me wrong. There's no other food facilities. Well, they've got the shop with some like
I think it's
snacks.
like a
Nothing
big
nearby
shop
either.
thing, isn't it?
Oh, we can go on shops actually as well. Actually, yeah. But food, there's no hot food on site. Minus they used to do pizza, but then they stopped that, and then just after COVID, when every other site started putting the prices up, they dropped theirs. They dropped it down, didn't they, to 25?
Yeah, they did actually. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was only £25 for a game day. If you remember, it was 20 quid. So, yeah, no, it was fine. shop. There is a shop on site. The stock they carry varies because one of the marshals slash what would you call him? Not owner.
Boss, manager, owner, general road sweeper.
The guy who runs it. He's also a marshal. He owns a shop, doesn't he? Ammo Drop.
Oh, you're on about Matt? Yeah, he owns an Ammo Drop, yeah.
Yeah, so he brings certain supplies, but obviously he brings limited amounts of supplies. So, like, BBs, quite a decent range of BBs, actually. I think he does, like, 2s, 2.5s, 2.8s, 3s, and I think he had some high ones. What did he have today?
He had 4.6s today, I think.
Yeah, 4.6s. An abundance of smoke grenades. Oh, yeah, there's no bang rule, is there? There's no bang rule on this site, so that was, I think that's a downer for a lot of people because it's perfect site to just lob grenades. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people do have reusable grenades, or they'll just buy the non-reusables like Mark 5s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it is good to use them, you know, especially like if he was in the church or something like that. You lob a grenade in there, you're gonna wipe you're gonna wipe the church out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that would be good, but obviously because of the woods and stuff like that, you know, you just can't use them.
Yeah, so Division 22 is a pure woodland site. It's got very limited amount of hardcover, and the hardcover what there is there, it's all wooden structures which have been built up over the years. Primarily, it's been there 30 years, but it was primarily, and still is, a paintball site. So
yeah,
the owner and the guy who owns the site is also a his first business is paintball. So the whole thing was designed around paintball. But yeah, for a woodland site, it's actually quite nice. It really is. There's a lot of trip hazards if you go off the game site, because some of them, it's like the tank fields, you can go round the back because technically you use that whole entire field, not just where the tanks actually are. And because it's pure woodland, uneven ground, fallen down trees, stumps, everything, there's a lot of trip hazards. Or like myself, who fall down a badger hole.
Well, goal was a goal.
Yeah.
With a dam.
Yeah.
Look at the badger went in there to chew your ankle off. So
Yeah.
Funny as...
So we will also be trying to get the other dads on as well. Difficulties in schedules. Solomon works nights, so that's just awkward in general. Daniel, he's got a little boy, as well as other issues. Sorry.
That's what they are. They're not children, they're issues.
A little boy, as well as other obligations, so his time's difficult. Nathan, there is Nathan, currently away on holiday again. So, yeah. So
a laugh, a look at the Zoom.
So people watching, you're stuck with our three faces for the majority of the time. So the problem is, we're having to revisit sites because of this.
You can find worse faces. Let's be fair.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Lee's been to places Phil hasn't, and Phil's been to places Lee's hasn't, and I've been to places that both of them haven't been to. So
we've been, to be fair though, we've been pretty lucky recently. Like, I think the last 3 outings we've had, we've all been there. I know, Phil, the last time me and Luke went to Phoenix, you were still off foot at the time. But you popped down and we spent a bit of time together. So, I'm getting used to just getting out more regular now. I mean, I've gone from playing quite regularly to not playing at all for about a good 8 years, maybe more. And then in the last 2 years, I've probably been more times than I've been since I started getting gear together, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, back to Division 22. Like, as I say, my first and only time now, seeing as they're going to be wrapping up shop, I did really enjoy it. I thought for the size of the group that was there, the game sizes, yeah, definitely. And for me, I'm quite lucky because I live a bit further up the motorway from you guys. But I'm pretty much in Airsoft Central because Phoenix is what 10 minutes drive away. 22 is 25 minutes away.
Oh, okay. I
Within
thought you were
about
closer.
yeah. No. Well, I think it's about 20 minutes. Yeah. It's a little bit quicker than that, depending on how busy the roads are.
If they're not closed and doing
yeah,
roadworks.
because obviously
Yeah,
there's
you
quite
got
a few
that.
sites in Lincolnshire as well, which for me is not a difficult place to get to.
No.
No, you're right there. I mean, if you look at the Airsoft site map, you can actually look all over the map, and there is in the East Midlands there is quite a few game sites that you can actually go to. So if you are in the East Midlands, you're not going to be stuck to find somewhere to go.
Yeah.
So but local to us, we've got within say half an hour, 45 minutes, the 3 main sites, well, 2 now, are Phoenix and Skirmish, but then there was Division 22 as well. But obviously that's closed down now. So, but within an hour away from us, there is quite a few sites we can actually go to.
Yeah. Anything else you need to touch on? Because I really can't think of anything.
Yeah. Just overall great site. It is an enjoyable site for what it is. It's just a shame. It is a real shame.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agree on that one. So, all right, we'll wrap this one up then. And that was Division 22. Final thoughts, and it's a shame it's gone. But yeah, so next episode we'll do a different site. So goodbye, people. Everyone say goodbye.
See you later.